The biggest mistake I made in my business was not hiring a professional to help me with my money. Not just my taxes, but the actual plan I had for my business. I was completely lost on how to handle taxes, what to do with profit, and how to maintain my income. I had to find a better way. That's when I found Core Financial. Core Financial is a team of tax professionals that actually care about building real relationships with their clients. They run my books, keep me up to date with my finances, and make sure I'm taking full advantage of all of my tax benefits. Are you struggling with your finances? Look no further. Core Financial is a brand that is nationwide that can help you with your business. Both Nick and I are huge fans of Core, and they can help you too. Check out howtofilmweddings.com/core to schedule a consultation today. Core Financial, real relationships, no surprises. Hello and welcome to How to Film Weddings. My name is John Bunn, and I am joined today by the one and only Mr. Deep Nuggets, the bearded man himself, Nick Miller. Nick, happy new week, happy new year. How are you?
I am good. I liked all these little adjectives you were saying in front of my name. So if you just want to keep on going with that for a little bit, I'll let you.
I'm working on them. I'll try to get more every week. Yes.
Cool. Wouldn't that be fun if like 5 minutes of your intro was just all the adjectives that you have before me?
Yes. And then when you start an episode, you just call me
I'll just
John.
be like, and John. There you are.
That sounds about right. So, Nick,
yes.
in a personal world, I think you should let How to Film Weddings crew know kind of what happened to you today, because I think it's funny, and I think you should tell everybody so we can document this moment and people can make fun of you.
Okay. So I'm not a handyman. Like, I'm not very handy at all. And so the other day I came home and I pushed my garage door clicker and it wouldn't open. And I was like, what's going on? And then I opened, I had to do it by hand, do the little keypad thing we got in. We've been doing that for, I don't know, a week or so. And so yesterday I finally called the garage repairman, and he shows up and he's looking, I'm telling him what's going on. He's giving me these really weird looks. And then I said, yeah, like the clicker, you can click it and the lights go on the garage door opener, but like it won't come up. So I know there's communication there and I don't know what's going on. I go to get the clicker to show him what's going on and I push it and it opens. And I'm like, what happened? And he goes, yeah, your garage door was just locked. Like, a lot of people go out of town and they hit that button so that like the garage door openers won't work in case someone else has your whatever. So he came to my house and I spent $50 for him to push one button and say, hey, yeah, your garage door was just locked. So anyway, I felt really, and he looked at me like I was an idiot. Normally, their house call is like $75. He was like, tell you what, you only have to pay me $50, and whatever.
Yes. Well, that's fun. So, I just wanted people to know that you're a human as well. I did the same thing with an electrician last year where they came and changed a light bulb for me and charged me $75 because a light bulb was burned out, and I checked it with another light bulb that was also burned out. So I thought something was wrong with a light. So I think I can one-up you. Nick,
oh man,
all of us sucking at handyman things aside, that doesn't sound right. What I meant to say is we suck at, nope. Whatever.
We're not good.
No, we're not good at these things. So,
but we are good at other things.
Yes. Today is a cool day. It's a different kind of episode. We've been doing a little bit of teasing in our Facebook group, on our Instagram. People are like, what does this mean? What is this? And if you haven't been online or seen, we've been kind of teasing you with some pretty cool graphics, some things. And today is a big day because we are announcing our Mastermind group. And we want to talk all about what it is, why we're doing it, why it's so important, and basically explain to you what it is so you can see if it's something that you think you want to do. Nick, when we started How to Film Weddings, our main mission statement has always been to elevate the wedding industry. And
yes.
As we were talking in 2020, thinking about 2021, this idea kind of came to pass. And I don't know if it was your idea, if it was a cumulative idea, but do you remember how that was?
No, I don't remember exactly how it was, but I know that our friend Ryan Coral had talked to you about maybe joining a mastermind that he was putting together, and I think that kind of put the little birdie in your ear as you were just kind of thinking about it more and more. And so we were kind of just chatting about it and wondering, what our format would be, what we wanted to do with it. And so, we are officially launching the Mastermind by HTFW, the Mastermind by How to Film Weddings. And so that is what this episode is about. But again, as you were saying, whenever we started How to Film Weddings, we wanted to elevate the wedding film industry, and we wanted to, bring everyone up. We don't want to just, help, one person or two, we want to help everyone. And so this is something where we knew that we could help a lot of people grow their businesses, grow their brands, grow their skills and everything within their wedding film business. And so that's really where this mastermind idea was born.
And last year, we released our course. Hundreds of you have joined that. And people are always asking us, like, what is next? How can I go deeper? How can I elevate my brand? What is it that I could do? And when Nick and I are creating events or products or courses, we're always thinking, how can we elevate the industry? And what do we wish we would have had when we were getting going, or what do we wish we have today? And there's a hole in the wedding video market for next level growth within our businesses. We're all running similar businesses, but you can only go so far with a podcast. You can only go so far with a Facebook group. We wanted to create something that was for people that are interested in going all in their business, that they want to really take 2021 and really turn up the volume on their business and really take it to the next level with their shooting and their editing. And Mastermind is the culmination of all of those things wrapped into one. And so we are very, very excited to break down kind of why we do it, or why we're doing it, kind of the details of it. So that is going to be what we're doing in this episode, Nick. So we want to start by talking about how long it is. It is a 12-month program where we are going to be fully looking at your business and how to get it better and how to grow it for an entire year. It's not going to be you sit and watch. This is going to be a very interactive group. This is going to be a very interactive program where you're going to have homework. You're going to have to do certain things. You're going to have to help each other out. And so it is, to start with, Nick, a 12-month program. And why don't you break down some of the things that we're going to be doing on the weekly, on the monthly, that sort of thing?
Yeah. So one thing that we are going to be doing with this is we are going to have weekly training sessions. And, these training sessions they're going to look like a whole lot of different things, but each week, we're going to come together, and John and I will be there to facilitate conversation. There's going to be some weeks where we're going to have specific things that we're going to talk about for a while, but we really want that interaction with the people that have joined Mastermind. And so we're going to do like a Zoom call or something like that, but it's not going to be, a typical webinar, if you think of it that way, where you're just sitting and watching someone talk for, half an hour. We want to make it where all of you are there, you are present, so you can ask questions. When I say something that doesn't make sense, because I do that all the time, you can actually call me out on it and say, hey, Nick, what you just said was ridiculous. But more importantly, whenever John makes really good points that makes you go, aha, you can raise your hand and you can talk and you can interact with that. We want to do stuff where, maybe one or two times we'll have, some of you guys be on the quote unquote hot seat where you can ask all of us questions and just get feedback about your business, about your shooting, whatever it may be, website critiques, film critiques, that sort of stuff. Those are kind of the idea of the weekly training sessions. So each week you will have access to us and the other people involved in the mastermind. And then we're going to create this community. We're going to have a group, where you can interact with each other, have questions. it's going to evolve over the year as we get going, but those are kind of the big highlight points of the weekly training sessions.
And to make it clear, a little clearer, I could have done a better job before getting into it. A mastermind group is basically pulling together a group of people and everyone putting their minds together to help each other to get better. It's, you looking at my website and giving me critique. It's you looking at my wedding films. It's me looking at your stuff, asking questions and being interactive. And so like Nick is saying, with these weekly sessions that we're going to do, you're going to be able to be in that Zoom call and, there's a button where you can click raise your hand and like you can ask questions, you can interact, because getting off of the sideline and into the conversation is what is going to be the differentiator for you this year in your business. So that is every single week we're going to be getting on and spending an hour. It's going to be facilitated by Nick and myself. We'll have different topics, different things. And based on what you want as a member, that's where we're going to go with the conversation. And so this is going to keep us accountable to our goals each month and our goals each week and our goals for the year and staying in front of them. And just that alone is worth the price of admission. And then Nick, just to take it to the next level, what we've done is very unique in the industry, the relationships that we get to have with so many talented filmmakers. And we have become friends with lots of people that we've had on the podcast, and we're inspired by so many different people. Part of our mastermind is once a month, we're going to bring in a guest speaker to come in and present to you based on things you want to hear about with them. And they're going to present, and then they're going to finish up with Q&A so you can interact with some of the best in the industry. And Nick, I'll let you kind of rattle off a few of the people that we have confirmed, or all the people we have confirmed so far. We have a couple more spots, but this is so exciting to think about the power of having these people join us in a private meeting. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, the idea was, we want to facilitate conversation with us, but then, bring in someone that everyone looks up to and, bring that. So people that have committed to being a part of this once a month. So one time a month, again, they'll talk for, 30-ish minutes or so, and then we'll have Q&A for 30-ish minutes or something like that. But we have Matt and Pacey, the film poets. Oh, am I not supposed to start yet?
No, you can't. You said these people will each talk once a month. They're only going to talk once.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Just to clarify.
I'm sorry. Yes, one time a month.
We'll have a guest speaker.
You understand what I'm saying? I
just want to make sure that Matt and Pacey aren't like, wait, I got to talk 12 times. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Okay, so Matt and Pacey of the Film Poets, Henry Martins of the Brothers Martins. Who else do we have? The Matt Johnson. Who is Matt Johnson? Aaron Tharp of 31 Films, Kaylin and Christine of White in Reverie. Who else do we have? Caleb and Elaine of KEJ Productions, David from Forestry Films, Lindsay Conklin from La Rev Films, and John, do you want to share this last person that you actually talked to on the phone yesterday that will be joining us for our mastermind?
Super excited to have who I have deemed the queen when it comes to wedding filmmaking. Sharon Calafiore from Fiore Films has agreed to be one of our guest speakers. She's actually going to be one of the first speakers, doing like a fireside chat, Q&A, answering questions. If you don't know her, oh my goodness, check out her films. We've been trying to get her on the podcast forever because of her schedule. It's been incredibly difficult. She was one of the speakers at Vision Quest. Super, super next level wedding films. So we're going to be talking to her and diving deep with each one of these speakers. And I know we said them quickly, but what we wanted to do is we wanted to bring different people into the mastermind group to talk, not just things you're going to hear on our podcast, but, if we're thinking of this as like a college level course, the podcast would be kind of your 101 and 201, your first year, second year. And the mastermind is going to be like your 301s, your 401s, your master's level classes. We're going to go next level, and we're going to answer the hard questions. We're going to ask the hard questions. We're going to force each other to get better. And when I was talking to Sharon last night, she was just like, where has this been? This is something that the market needs so badly. And so by bringing someone in like LaRev Films, they have cornered the luxury market. Or David Reynosa with Forestry Films, just his business acumen, his color grading, his branding. You got White and Reverie, Matt Johnson, Aaron Tharp. I mean, all these people that are just like killing it in the industry. So once a month we'll go live with one of them. And this is going to be an in-depth training. So we can go on more about that later, but that is, I'm really looking forward to that time each month.
Yeah. And then if you noticed as we were spitting off, these names, that did not include 12 names. We were kind of purposeful in that we didn't want to fill up all of those slots. We are on the hunt for some other people that we are going to bring in that are maybe adjacent, like lawyers to talk about contracts, or a copywriter to talk about copyright, something like that really knows their profession. And we will be adding a couple of more of those kind of keynote people in as time goes on. But to kick off Mastermind, those are the list. Those are the people that have agreed to come on and be a part. And we are super excited about it. And John, we have more to talk about. There's more in store with Mastermind by How to Film Weddings. I like that sound of that. Mastermind by How to Film Weddings. There is more in store, and we will get to that right after this break. What would you take on if you had an extra set of hands? What would you do with your free time if you didn't have to edit? So many of us get bogged down in the post-production hustle that we never seem time to focus on our business. John and I both felt that way. Until we found Wedditor. Wedditor is a post-production team of top wedding film editors and project managers that give your films and brand the extra eyes, ears, and hands that they need. Not only is Wedditor delivering films we love to our couples faster, but we can invest ourselves fully in other areas of our business knowing that Wedditor has our back. Be the first to know how your second shooters are doing, how those new LUTs work with your footage, and relax knowing your couples are getting the full attention they deserve on every single project. So what could you do with an extra hand? Head over to howtofilmweddings.com/Wedditor, whether you're ready to start now or preparing for next season. Be sure to use promo code HTFW for $50 off your first project. If you're interested in this service, make sure you head over to howtofilmweddings.com/Wedditor soon. Fall 2020 spots are lined up and filling up fast. Wedditor, more than freelance, more than outsourcing.
Finding the perfect song for your wedding film can be so frustrating. We spend countless hours searching for the perfect song. When it comes to licensing music, Nick and I both love MusicBed. Not only do they have the best music, but their website makes it so easy to find the perfect song and to find it fast. We have both been using the MusicBed's wedding subscription for years and cannot recommend it enough. Not only are they adding new music from incredible musicians like Chapters, The Light, The Heat, and Tony Anderson all the time, they've made it incredibly easy to search their library for mood, genre, instrumentation, and even key. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to howtofilmweddings.com/musicbed and use promo code HTFW for a free month of a MusicBed wedding subscription. howtofilmweddings.com/musicbed.
And we are back from break, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into our question of the day presented by Wedditor. Wedditor, more than freelance, more than outsourcing. You guys, as 2021 gets started and you want to outsource your films, contact Wedditor right now so you can get them your schedule so that they can know that you want to use their services this year. That's Wedditor. So, John, the question of the day is something like so there's already tremendous value in this, right? We get these weekly trainings, you get these monthly keynote sessions from these incredible people. But where do you really see the value? Where's the big value in doing this besides maybe what we've already shared?
Yes, and as this all-inclusive year on steroids, we wanted to give you the best bang for your buck for your time. Again, with elevating the wedding industry. For me, what I'm most excited about and what I've talked to people about and what, really just makes this a no-brainer is the network. What we're building is a networking group like none other. It is going to be an online directory that you are able as a member to upload your information, where you shoot, how long you've been in business, links to your website, links to all of your stuff, whether or not you're interested in second shooting, whether you want to take on referrals from somebody else. But what happens when you get a group of people together, and I get weddings all the time where they inquire with me. It's a really good wedding, but I don't have really anybody to refer them to. If you think about getting 30 or 40 people doing this and referring each other weddings when they're booked, you're going to start getting some really great bookings all over the place just because of the relationships you're building inside of the group. So this will be an easy to navigate portion of our website that is private for you to, be able to say, hey, I've got this wedding, I want to refer you, that kind of thing. And so the network, to me, Nick, has to be one of the top most, amazing values of this mastermind group. Do you have anything to add?
No, the network is definitely huge. I think back to some of the very first venture that I went to, and how, I got in, good with some of the other attendees there, and how, I've been able to, book weddings that were referred to me from Jay and Mac, or referred to me from Becca Neblock, these people that are, in Colorado or California or Washington or, wherever they are, I'm able to book them because of these relationships that I've made. And you're going to get tremendous value from learning from each other and that sort of stuff. But one of the things that I have always enjoyed about something like this is just the relationship that I've built. Maybe not sitting there and talking shop, but I'm much more likely to refer someone, or that I just genuinely get along with and I just genuinely like. And so hopefully, we want to cultivate this kind of culture in this community. Is hey, let's get to know each other. Let's talk to each other, and then let's also refer each other. So that we can help each other grow our businesses. Wherever we may be. So I'm definitely really looking forward to that as well.
Yes, and next up on the list, we have a private online community, a group online where you will be able to drop these referrals if you want to interact with each other, and it will be very much encouraged for you to share your films, to ask each other questions. We will be involved heavily in that group, answering questions, going live, doing extra things. And so that's the next thing on the list that's included with this mastermind, is just the community itself. We're going to be doing a lot of things to encourage community, different competitions within our community, different, challenges with rewards, different things like that, because we know that if we can help push each other to get better, it's going to elevate the wedding industry. It's going to take a wedding filmmaker to the next level. And so that's the next thing on the list. And Nick, this is a 12-month commitment. It's a 12-month program. You start thinking about it, there's 52 weeks in the year. We're going to go live every week. We're also going to have 12 monthly speakers. We've got the networking side of things. We've got the Facebook community, the private group. And to kick it, to end the year, to celebrate, Nick, we're having what we're calling the celebration. And this is I'm going to let you explain a little bit of it. Then I'm going to come in and fill any gaps, because that's what I do. But Nick, what are we going to do to end the year after all of the work is put in, after all of our businesses have grown, after our films are better? What are we going to do?
Yeah. So we one of the things that we love is, getting together with people and spending time with people. And we're spending a year with the people in Mastermind. And so we're going to get to know them really, really well over all the time that we get to spend together. And so in January of 2022, okay, so we're launching this at the beginning of February is when Mastermind will start, and then it will go through January of the following year. So that's our calendar year for that. And so in January of 2022, we are going to get together, COVID pending, if we're able to, that sort of thing. We're going to be safe and follow guidelines and rules and all that kind of stuff. But assuming that we are in a place where we can do that, we are going to get together. Everyone in Mastermind is going to be invited. We're working out details on location, but we're thinking, it's going to be January, so we'd love it to be somewhere nice and sunny and warm so that, we're not freezing. The idea of this is, we will have some speakers and we will have some that sort of thing, but we want to just celebrate everything that we have done together. We want to encourage each other as we kind of, start our 2022 wedding season. And so that's the idea of celebration, is get together, encourage each other, learn a little bit, but just really connect in person and hang out with these people that we've hung out with virtually for a year. What did I miss? Because I know I missed something, and I know that you would like to add in.
I would like to add, so this, retreat, this get together, this celebration, we want it to be just the culmination of an incredible year. Yes, like Nick said, we'll be doing some, speakers and some time to learn, excursions, going out and doing fun things together. We're going to throw down a party. It's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be a multi-day event. Again, like Nick said, we're working out all of the details. It's going to depend a lot on a lot of different factors, but it's going to be worth the price of admission for sure. To me, the best part of things like this are whenever you get just some time together, like not in a classroom setting with other people, and you can just talk and you can learn from each other, and you can rub elbows with us, and we can just talk about your business and your family. And those are the moments to me that I'm most looking forward to with Mastermind. Yes, Nick.
I have a question. Is celebration included in the cost of Mastermind? Like, is that just a part of it?
It is.
I knew that. I was just, trying to.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. So again, like this is something that is included, like with Mastermind, is the celebration where you'll get together in person, pending, restrictions and all that kind of stuff. We are going to get together, and it is going to be a time for us to just kick back, have fun, connect, learn, be inspired, all of that kind of stuff. It is a year-long party to say, hey, we did it. We have grown our businesses. This is what we have done. We're planning on an award ceremony and other stuff. We have some really big ideas, and we're really, really excited about this celebration that we're going to put together.
Yeah, and so kind of recapping some of the details. This is kind of
the deets.
Everything put together. You're going to get John Bunn, myself, and Nick Miller as personal mentors for 12 months. We're going to have 12 guest speakers with training, followed by live Q&A, a weekly training all year long where we deep dive into your business, help you uncover what's missing, and show you how to maximize profits, all while hitting new levels of creativity, live Q&A, deep dives, much, 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 much more. A one-of-a-kind referral network designed to help you get more bookings, a private online community where you're safe to post your work and ask questions, an end-of-the-year celebration like none other. We just talked about it. Friendships, Nick. We're going to have friendships that we didn't have before, and it's going to be an all-encompassing vibe. Everything, we're going to make sure that you know your numbers. We're going to make sure that you do your homework. There's going to be homework. You read that? You heard that? It's true. We're going to have homework assignments. Each month we'll have challenges and objectives for you to accomplish. And we're not the ones that are here to do everything for you. Rather, we're going to show you what it takes to be successful. And so, Nick, it really comes down at that point to like, who is Mastermind for and who is it not for?
Okay, so who is Mastermind for? This is for people that are ready to take their business to the next level. They're ready to take their films to the next level. They're in our mind, this, like John was kind of saying, this is like, 301, 401, master's level. If you were thinking like college, like that's kind of our vision with it. So we're going to recommend that you are an established business. You've already been going for, a couple years at least, but you're really, really ready to grow. Another thing is, you want to invest in your business. Okay. You're ready to grow that part. Maybe you're feeling that your shooting has, or your editing has kind of plateaued, and you're like, I'm just kind of at the same, and I don't know how to get better. I don't know what to do. If you're looking for a community, if you want to be a part of something bigger, get those referrals, from people within the network, and you're ready to be trained by some of the premier wedding filmmakers in the United States, and in the world, right? This is who it's for. That's for you. And it's not for you if you're brand new. Like if this is your first podcast episode that you're listening to and you haven't started a business or something, this probably isn't something that you should invest in right now. This probably isn't for you. If wedding filmmaking is not, it's just kind of a side hobby, if it's something that you do, to supplement, but you're not like a serious business with it, it's probably not for you. If you're like, continuing education is dumb. Like, I know everything that I need. Yeah, you should probably sit out, if you're not financially willing to invest or grow, your business, and people not willing to commit 12 months. If you're like kind of on the fence, like, well, I could try it for a month and see if it's for me. No, this is a year long. I'm signing up for a year commitment. I want to grow my business. I want to do all these things. So, John, I rattle that down, but that's kind of in our mind who it's for and maybe who this is not for.
Yeah, and we want to make it clear for people that we know this is not for everyone. We can't accept everyone into Mastermind. We're going to limit the number of people that we can have in there so we can actually build relationships and get to know each and every one of you. And so if you're like, oh, I'm going to try out weddings, like Nick is saying, that's probably not worth the investment for you. But if, we talk to so many people that are kicking butt in their wedding video business, but they're also just like, they're ready. They want more. They know that there's more. They want to know how to raise those prices. They're getting frustrated that they can't charge more. They just need that extra push and accountability to grow their business, to get better at shooting, to get better at editing. I know that I've grown so much just by rubbing elbows with Nick and Blake and, some of our friends in the industry, because we push each other and challenge each other, and we're all kind of on the same page about what we're trying to do with our brands and grow. And by creating a group like this, it's an exclusive group. I mean, we're only going to let a certain number of people in. It will make it more where you have to be more accountable to everybody in the group. Like, everyone has to pull their weight to help each other to get better. And with that, Nick, I kind of alluded to it, but we're not going to just make this an open, if you pay us, you can be a part of it. There is a financial investment, and the cost of basically booking one extra wedding a year is going to cover this investment. But we are going to have people join via application. Oh yeah. We have an application on our website. We'll tell you the link here in a second. Nick will tell you. But this is just not a group where you can join by paying us. This isn't what it is. It's an application. You're going to fill it out. You're going to tell us about you and your business. We're going to carefully consider every application. So applications are only going to be open for a few days. This is our first time doing Mastermind, so if we get bombarded with applications in the first couple of hours, we're just going to shut it down because we can only process so many different applications. But it's an easy form on our site where you fill in information, you answer some questions, and apply, and we will get back to you within 72 hours is our goal, to tell you whether or not you've been accepted, give you all the details, all of that sort of a thing. So, Nick, where can they go to apply? Did I miss anything that you want to add?
No. And some of you might be thinking, well, why are we doing an application process? Well, the reason is we're investing in you, and we want you to invest in us. And so this isn't a flippant thing. This isn't a, oh, sure, whatever, I can do it. Like, we want people that are serious about growing their businesses, serious about learning, serious about, helping others in the industry. And so we have this application process. And so it's one of those things that we feel is very important, so that we can get the right people to be involved, in Mastermind. And so, if you want to find out more information, oh, John, we should say this. Applications will open 1 week from today on January 18th. January 18th. And so if you want to head over to our website, which is mmxhtfw.com, okay, Mastermind by How to Film Weddings, mmxhtfw.com. If you want to head over there, and then you can scroll down, you can see all of this information, and then you can fill out the form where you can be notified as soon as the applications are open, so you can sign up immediately right away. So that's mmxhtfw.com, Mastermind by How to Film Weddings. That is where you can go to get this and fill out that. But again, 1 week from today on January 18th, as you are listening to this, the application process will be opened. We will have it open for as long as we deem necessary. As soon as it's full, we were going to close it down. So if you're interested in this, if you want to do this, you need to get on that list so that you can sign up ASAP so that you can be considered.
So we've been really secretive about this because there's been a lot of work that's gone into it. I have told 2 people outside of the moderators of our Facebook group and my wife and Nick, and both of them have already asked if they can join. They're ready to join. So we know this is going to fill up really quickly. This is not something where we're letting this episode out a week early so you have time to carefully consider whether or not you want to apply. But once it goes live, I can't guarantee you, Nick can't guarantee you that you'll have time, even 12 hours after we open for applications, that they're going to be available anymore. So we're going to be spending our day heavily looking at those applications immediately. First come, first served on us looking at them, but we are going to see if we think you're the best fit. We might have some follow-up questions for you. And so this is, for us, a culmination of 3.5-4 years of putting work together to get to a point to where we can elevate the industry in a way that we don't see happening anywhere else on the planet right now. And so if this is like ringing the bell for you, like, oh my goodness, I would love to be a part of weekly trainings and monthly teaching from, these speakers in this private community and these networking things and this big, retreat at the end of the year and all of this community, if that's like, ding, ding, I want to do that, I'm telling you, head on over to mmxhtfw, Mastermind by howtofilmweddings.com, and check it out, apply. There's no fee to apply. You might as well just fill it in and see what happens and see if you can get approved to be a part of the group. So it is so exciting, Nick. I've been like having a hard time sleeping because it's that exciting. And I love doing this kind of thing with you in the community. And I'm just really, really excited to see where it goes, how people transform their businesses in the next 12 months.
Absolutely. I was listening back to a podcast and I say absolutely after you say something quite often, but
I say on the heels of this a lot.
You do.
On the heels of that.
But anyway, yes, we are so excited about this. This is something that we have been thinking about and dreaming about for months, and we are so excited to share it with you. We are very thankful for all of the educators that have signed on to be a part of this. We know that this wouldn't happen how we want it to happen without you guys. So thank you, all of you that have agreed to come on and be monthly speakers. So again, as we wrap up today's episode, what we want you to do is head over to mmxhtfw.com, mmxhtfw.com. If you go there, you can, find out more information about Mastermind by How to Film Weddings. You can see all the speakers. You can see what we're doing. You can see our vision. You can see our heart on that page. Be sure to fill out the form so that you can be notified as soon as applications are open, which is going to be 1 week from the air of this episode on January 11th. John, it has been so good to hang out with you for this time. You got anything else you want to add?
You said January 11th just now. I'm pretty sure it's January 18th. But other than that,
yes,
it's great.
Yes. Again, listen to what I mean, not what I say.
Yes.
I do that often. Today is January 11th. On January 18th, in 7 days, 1 week from today, as this episode drops, you can sign up and fill out that application to be a part of Mastermind by How to Film Weddings. John, until next time,
man.
We'll see you.
You guys.